Alright, so in this video, just got a couple of questions where we're going to do some problem solving quadratic questions. So let's just jump straight into it. So the first one we're told is the rectangle below has an area of 21 centimeters squared. One of its sides is x minus 1 and the other one is x plus 3. Then you're being asked, show that you can write the area as 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 24. Now the main thing to make sure that you remember is the simple fact that the area of a rectangle is found by doing length times breadth. So I want to multiply my two sides together. And that's exactly how I'm going to set it up. Now the key thing you should make sure you do is put these expressions in brackets. It just helps to make sure they're grouped as like a singular item, and it helps to make sure that you won't make a mistake where you're not fully multiplying everything that's there. So using my formula of area equals length times breadth, and I'll just write it down again. We are told that the area is 21 centimeters squared. So I'm going to have 21 equals, and I'm going to have my two brackets, and it doesn't matter what way round I write it. Like so, because that shows they're being multiplied. The next thing I would do is I would look at my answer then. I go, right, what do I need to start doing to make this answer look like this? And the key thing I can notice in my end goal is that there's no brackets. So that's giving me an instant hint of I need to expand those brackets. So that's what I need to do now. So I'm going to break apart those brackets. So I've got that x plus 3 and putting the second bracket in the slot next to it. And then, so I've got 21 equals the x squared minus x plus 3x minus 3. So 21 equals x squared minus x plus 3. That's going to be plus 2x minus 3. And at this point here, I can see I'm getting there. So looking at that, I've got this 21 equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. And my end goal is I want 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 24. And I'm pretty much almost there. The key thing that I can notice is at the start, here I've got a 0, there I've got 21. So I want to get rid of that 21 then. And to do that, I need to take away 21 on both sides. So I'm going to have a 0 there now. And then minus 3, take away 21, that's going to give me minus 24. And I can see at that point there, I've got exactly what it wants me to find out, what it wants me to show. So that's part A done. And then part B says, find the length and breadth of the shape. Now the thing that's stopping me from finding out what this total length and the breadth is the fact that I don't know what the x is here. I can't figure out what the actual value of those sides are because x is an unknown. So that is telling me solve to find x and then use your value of x. So I need to factorize my x squared plus 2x minus 24. And I'm just going to quickly write out my expression again. So it's going to be a sum and product question here. So my sum is going to be that plus 2. Multiplying the front and the back, still going to be minus 24. Things that multiply, 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6. Only one that I can use to make that plus 2 is by doing 6 take away 4. So using that, I'm going to now have x squared plus 6x minus 4x minus 24. Divide that down the middle. Common factorize both sides. So I'm going to have an x, then an x plus 6, and minus 4x plus 6. And so that means one of my brackets is going to be that x plus 6 and the other one's going to be that x minus 4. And then using my knowledge of solving quadratic once it's in the brackets, I want to just separate it up. So either x plus 6 equals 0 or x minus 4 equals 0. So for the first one, I need to take away 6 on both sides, and the second one I need to add 4 on both sides. So I'm going to end up with x equals minus 6 or x equals 4. Now, if you need to think about the context of the question, unlike our parabolas, we aren't actually going to get two answers. Only one of them is going to be correct. Now, imagine if the x minus 6 was correct. That means up here, I'm going to have minus 6 take away 1, which is going to equal negative 7. And I'm going to have minus 6 plus 3, which is going to equal negative 3. And the main thing to remember is that when it comes to measuring the length of a shape, I can't have that negative number. So that means that negative 6 actually does not work for my purpose. However, if I have that x equals 4, that means I've got 4 minus 1, which is going to give me 3 up there, and 4 plus 3, which is going to give me 7. And so those are my lengths and my breadths, because that gives me the positive numbers I need for this. Okay, so let's take a look at another example of one of these questions. So here I'm told a ball was thrown, its trajectory is shown below. Its height, and so shown below in that little diagram. Its height h after t seconds can be found with the following formula. ht equals 12t minus t squared. Find the height of the ball after 3 seconds. So, the key thing to make sure you pay attention to is what each letter stands for. H refers to our height and t refers to the time. So in part A, we are being asked to find the height, so the thing we don't know is h, but we are told that the time is 3 seconds. So taking my formula, I want to substitute 3 in where I've got my t. So I'm going to have 12 times the 3 minus 3 squared. So 12 times 3, that's going to give me 36 minus 9. So the height after 3 seconds is going to be 27. And then it's not giving me a unit, so it's just going to be 27 whatevers. Centimeters, meters, inches, whatever. Okay, so then on to part B then. At what times is the ball at a height of 20? So in this case, I know my height, which is 20, but the thing I don't know is t, and that's what it's asking me to find out. So taking my formula, where I've got that h of t, I'm going to have 20 equals 12t minus t squared. Right now in this equation, I don't have everything on one side of my equal sign. So I want to change that. And in my opinion, I think it's easier to move your squared term to the side it's going to be positive. So I'm actually going to add t squared to both sides first. So I've now got t squared plus 20 equals 12t. And then I'm going to minus the 12t on both sides. So I end up now with an equation of t squared minus 12t plus 20 equals 0. And then I'll do my factorising. In this case, I'm not going to go through the process. I'm just going to go straight to the factorised version, where it's going to be... Oh, it's not going to be plus there. It's going to be t minus 10, and t minus 2 equals 0. So then setting both parts equal to 0, so either t minus 10 equals 0 or t minus 2 equals 0. Rearranging that to have either t equals 10 seconds or t equals 2 seconds. So the ball is at a height of 20 at 10 seconds and then 2 seconds. So 2, for instance, might be here and 10 seconds could be there. And remember, there'll be those 2 points of where I could have a height of 20. So that's how to tackle these quadratic problem solving. And the key thing is, once you've got your equation, making sure everything is onto one side of the formula so you can do that factorization. Let me know if there are any issues or questions, and good luck with the work.